Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Duneby, and if you're new here, welcome. We're happy to have you. We started off with Penelope in high key sus number 2, Cindy in moderately sus number 2, Herschel in sort of sus number 4, and then least sus we have Jennifer in the second spot and Lavinia in the third spot. Now, in the previous episode, a few things came out, specifically in regards to Cindy and Penelope's verbal altercation over video conference. And to be completely honest, I really had to stop and think about that. So I actually ended up coming up with different placements. And here's what I came up with. Okay, so this is how the chart looks now. Herschel, Jennifer, and Lavinia are on the same spot. Penelope was in high key sus number 2. Now she's in moderately sus number 1. Nico, I put him in moderately sus number 2. We'll get back to that. And Cindy is in high key sus number 2 now, specifically because of the verbal altercation she had with Penelope over the video conference. With Penelope, I moved her down to moderately sus number 1 because with her, her suspicion level kind of just went down a bit for me, and she just kind of just seems more like just semi-aloof, where it's kind of hard to tell. But also it was because of what she said during that video conference. He told me what you've done. And that got me thinking. So I took Penelope down and put her into moderately sus number 1. Then I moved Cindy into high key sus number 2. Because earlier when we first started the game, Matthew had contacted Logan because he needed help with something he was personally investigating. And now I'm starting to wonder if Matthew was investigating his previous wife's death this whole time because it didn't sit well with him. And when Penelope said that Matthew told her everything, it kind of makes me wonder if Cindy was involved in Tomoko's death. So that's why I put her in high key sus number 2, not in relation to Matthew's death, but in relation to Tomoko's death, because something about that just seems kind of strange. Either Penelope said that just to be saying it, or Matthew relayed some information to her, and all fingers and all leads point to Cindy. So I'm curious to see where that goes. Now with Nico, he's a moderately sus number 2, simply for the fact that I personally don't like him and I don't trust him. He's too flirty, but in a very arrogant sense, and he's just basic looking. But with him though, I put him in moderately sus number 2 because he just seemed really, really dumb when it came to describing the situation surrounding Matthew's death. The way he said that he saw him face down in the pool and thought he was practicing some breathing technique and holding his breath underwater. My thing is that personally didn't make any sense to me. And my thing is you could have at least asked hey, are you okay? I mean, yeah, I get you're not, a lifeguard and people swim at their own risk, but if I saw somebody face down in the pool, I'm immediately going on high alert. I'm not just going to be oh, they're probably just, playing around. No, you got to check. You got to check. But also, it was revealed in the previous episode that Lavinia and Cindy were at the pool, and then Penelope was there, and obviously, Matthew was there, and Nico was there. Now, the thing is that the time frame kind of confused me because Lavinia and Cindy were there together, but there was no mention of seeing Matthew there. Maybe Lavinia saw him, but it was just kind of weird. And then it was also mentioned that Matthew and Penelope were seen leaving, I think they were leaving someplace together, I think some type of shower room or whatever, so something went down in there. But also attributed to Nico being put in moderately sus number 2 was when Lavinia said that he was supposed to be bartending at the pool that time, but he was taking way too long with the drinks. So if let's just say Cindy and Lavinia were sitting by the pool and they saw Matthew there. And he was, by himself. They didn't mention seeing Penelope there. And Nico was taking too long. So now I'm starting to wonder if Penelope and Nico kind of had a side thing going on, which is why he was late passing out the drinks. And the only reason why I'm pitting him and Penelope together is because when Lavinia was trying to track him down to bring him in for questioning, they mentioned that he was doing all these different side jobs, and the last job mentioned that he was with a cougar, so that he gets around as well. Because to me, that's the only reason why I think he would have to be late when it comes to handing out the drinks. And again, with the time frame from Cindy and Lavinia being there and with Matthew and Penelope, the whole thing didn't really make much sense. But Nico did mention that he saw Penelope there, so I'm assuming Penelope must have showed up after Cindy and Lavinia left. Because I feel like if Cindy saw Penelope around her husband, she probably would have questioned that. Yeah, Penelope is the PR person for the company, but with the way those two are carrying on, I feel like that would have led to high suspicion for Cindy, and she would have definitely confronted Penelope and Matthew about that. After she got a few drinks in her. And I think that's pretty much it as far as where the placements are concerned. Nico, I still don't really trust him because something about him just seems like he's always running, and people who are constantly on the move like that, always doing this, that, and the third, being all over the place, I never really had the tendency to trust them. And with him again, being missing for that period of time for why the drinks were so late, to me that's a plot hole right there, and I think Penelope may be able to fill that hole. So it's going to be interesting to see what actually went down. Also too, with Nico, he said that he called 911 on Matthew's phone, and it just confused me how Matthew was a big prominent person and that he didn't even have his phone locked. I mean, most people who aren't even on that status have their phone locks, and you have to have a password. But the fact that he was able to easily access his phone seemed really suspicious to me. Either he knew Matthew's password, or Matthew was just that careless towards the end of his life, because I just don't see why it would be that easy to get into his phone. And it also could have been a situation where Penelope told Nico what the passcode was, because how else would he have access to that? It's just something to think about. And with that being said, let's get started. Okie dokie. The music pulses erratically. The lights refract. You lose your footing. How long is this night? We can start again in the morning. Not while the trail's hot. Let's run it down. You've got your second win. Nico is at the back door moving crates. You enjoy. That first option, no. That is all. It's the that is all that gets me. Guys, I love you, but I have to work. This is about Lavinia, your boss. He glances at her. She's greeting clients by the entrance. Be quick. Did Lavinia move the water bottles by the pool or not? What did you see? Was there a problem? He puts an arm behind his head and flexes. Yes, it was our current theory that Matthew Park was poisoned. Are you trying to pin something on me? Wow, this conversation is over. An impulse strikes you, it's just a hunch, but I bet I could get more out of Nico if we were alone. Ew. No. You'll never know. Nico, let me pay you for your time. I value important and well-connected informants. You and Nico settle on a price. It's high, but Logan doesn't question your move. He pays. We have a witness who says Lavinia moved the water bottles at the pool. Lavinia says she didn't. You were there. What happened? Nico shakes his head. Lavinia did not touch or move any water bottles by the pool. You're going to have to do better than that. He rubs his arms. Is he nervous or just showing off his muscles? There is something else. He looks around slyly. It's kind of awkward, actually. I didn't tell the police about this because, well, honestly, I thought there might be a reward, but get to the point. Did Penelope come back at all? And his wife was there too. Dude, get to the point. If you want to give me, like, I don't know, $500, I'll give you Matthew Park's phone that he left by the side of the pool. There must be important stuff on it. It's been buzzing all night. Let's negotiate. $500 is kind of steep. We don't know what's on it. We'll probably have to unlock it. I'll pay $100. Forget it then. Maybe the killer will pay me more. The killer will kill you for it. Don't be an idiot. The killer will kill you for it. If you know who did it, you need to tell us now. Nico waves the phone at you. It's transparent, foldable with the Park crest. Just the kind that Matthew Park would use. You got a rich client? Is it Cindy or Herschel? Come on, you can expense this. Forget it. Good luck finding a buyer. For $100, I'll tell you Matthew Park's last words. He whispered something to Penelope just before he dove into the pool. Did she mention that? I don't remember. What did he say? $400. Logan reluctantly hands over the Benjamin. Something about going blind. I didn't hear it exactly, but Penelope nodded and blushed. That's not worth $100. It seemed really significant to both of them. Those were his last words before he drowned. Girl, you better give me some answers. Penelope is napping on a couch in the back of her office. An assistant gently wakes her. Hey, any news? Sorry to wake you. It's been a tough night. I wasn't really sleeping. You can see she's been crying. Nico the pool guy says Matthew Park whispered something to you just before he died. Penelope blinks and looks upset. He what? He was eavesdropping? Why didn't you tell us? Why are you attacking me? I'm doing my best to protect the family. You're doing great. You may have forgotten to tell us this one little thing. Okay, Matthew whispered to me, honestly, I didn't hear all of it, but it was something about blind Capri, something like that. He whispered it and smiled. And that made me blush, even though I didn't understand. You remember he could charm anyone. What happened next? I had to go and handle a call, so I left right after that. I guess those were his last words? What does it mean? Blind Capri? What does it mean? I don't know. How did it strike you at the time? I don't want to talk about it. I need to focus on this big press conference coming up. Herschel and Cindy have to announce the future of the Park Corporation. No, she's the wrong person to tell about that. Shareholders must be worried. The company was built around Matthew. The stock was already falling. Is Cindy ready for this? How'd she seem? She'll push on through. You can put her on camera. I have to get a hold of Herschel. He's not answering his phone or his TV. She looks blankly at her monitors. The stock continues to fall. We'll check in later. As you walk to the door, your phone lights up. Ashford. Hey, just want to give you a heads up. We didn't like Herschel's answers during the questioning. He's upgraded to suspect. We're negotiating with his lawyers right now. What did he say wrong? This girlfriend of his, Jennifer, apparently she was being blackmailed by Matthew Park, and Herschel killed his father to free her. Excuse me? Did he confess to that? Not yet. How could Herschel do it? He was in the yoga studio on the other side of a window the whole time. His alibi is his girlfriend. That won't fly. No, we have Lavinia and Penelope and Nico and Cindy. They were all at the pool. Herschel was not there. He was nowhere near his father. You're wrong. One of us is wrong. Just thought you should know. This dude did not say or do anything for most of the story. Oh man. Yeah, let's check his laptop. Yes. You close the blinds. Yeah, that was like the first thing I noticed to that pattern. Either it's the password or his last words. The blinds at the Capri. Matthew's last words, blind Capri. He must have meant the blinds at the Capri. I'll use a laptop. The lock screen shows 6 switches. Each has an up and down position. Ready? Yes. Switch number 1 of 6. Down. Up. Down. Down. Up. Wait. I'll try. The lock screen shows 6 switches. Each has an up and down position. Ready? Yup. Down. Up. Up. Down. Up. Up. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh my goodness. Logan, just do it. Here, see, it follows the pattern on the blinds. Up, down, up, down, up. The lock screen disappears, the laptop brightens, connects to the motel Wi-Fi, and slowly comes to life. You look at Logan, he nods towards the screen. I think it's really disgusting how they describe the room with like the drugs and everything and the hair and the shower in this BDSM laptop. And the fact that they gave you the option to be romantic with Logan inside a room like this when you're on duty, to me was just wild and not even close to being necessary. Anyways, you look at Logan, he nods towards the screen. The dead man's laptop shows 2 files, an unencrypted video and an encrypted folder labeled Black Ops. I don't like where this is going. Let's play the video. You tap on the video, it's dated last night. Oh no. It shows a motel room at sunset. Matthew appears, you feel a creepy tingle up your back. You're right where he sat. Ugh. I feel a tingle up my back. Logan, these files have everything you need to finish my investigation. I've gotten as far as I can on my own. The names and dates can be verified. I need you to finish the case. Matthew does not look well. He drops some shim into a cup, swirls it around, and swallows it. I call Detective Ashford at Homicide. I trust him. I hope we can work together. I know you had differences in the past. I'm gonna watch what he's doing. He takes more shim. You can see he hates it, but he needs it to focus. In the background, a slender woman comes in the door. She takes off her hoodie. What are you doing? Just some work. Turn it off. They kiss. Hey, we need to stop meeting. People are noticing and I feel bad for Cindy. Cindy and I are separated. See? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Cindy, I knew it. I said that Nico and Cindy are probably... Wow. Well, everybody in this game is messed up. And no, it's not. Fine. He closes the laptop. And the video cuts off. What do you think, Logan? Should we loop in Ashford? Logan rubs his temples. The motel phone rings. Logan hardly hears it. Yeah, I'm gonna answer it. Why not? Hello? Honey, there's a guy running towards your room. Look out. Oh my god. What? Okay, this is just wild. So, who is it? Herschel or Nico? Oh man. This is bizarre. Thanks for the wake-up call. Someone wearing heavy steel-toed boots runs up the stairs outside. You hear the metal steps shake. They're coming towards his room. Barricade the door? You and Logan push the dresser in front of the door. The TV falls and sparks. The door buckles inward. Splinters and dust explode into the room. Batty. Where is it? He runs towards you, arms extending. Yeah, I'ma flip you. You grab his outstretched arm quickly, pivot and shoulder him over you. He smashes into the floor lamp. I would have loved to see that in action. All the lights go out in the motel. You hear a crash as Logan throws the man against the headboard. You swing a chair. The attacker stumbles into the drug table and shim clouds the room. The lights flicker back on. The door is open. Die! This dude looks gross. I mean, his eyes look like he's on shim. And his lips... Ugh. No. I'm running out the door. Forget that laptop. Stop. You get out the door. Logan has a laptop. It's trailing its security cord, still attached to a chunk of headboard. Sound approach from both directions. On El Camino, you run. A half hour later, you and Logan stumble into his office. You're both bleeding. You wash your face in a sink in the corner. Logan changes his shirt. Your heart pounds. Did we lose him? Yeah. Who sent the muscle? Probably Cindy. You sit down in the guest chair. Your body starts to ache. 10 hours ago, you were here trying to get a job. Matthew's laptop hums quietly on the coffee table. What secrets are encrypted within? Why do I feel like Jennifer's involved? Wait. Okay, so this folder. Jennifer can do that. I'm gonna tag her with the thing. But I'm gonna tag her for sleeping with Nico. Oh, Logan, are you ready for this? Of course. Do you want to talk to her alone? Should I talk to her alone, or do you want to talk to her alone? That's very little that could surprise me. There's very little that could surprise me at this point. I really have seen it all. Cindy emerges from the bedroom. I was finally getting some sleep. Can we talk in the morning? There should be a quick yes or no. When you were separated from Matthew, did you spend some time with Nico? Please be clear. Did you sleep with Nico? She blinks a few times, then, yes. She glances at Logan. He is perfectly calm. Cindy looks down at the carpet and continues in a quieter voice. I was so alone. When Matthew was here, we fought. Nico like me, he's young and handsome. Nico is just young. I understand. When did it start? Off and on for a few months. I don't know. He doesn't always sleep with me. Sometimes he just comes over and we have dinner. And yes, I pay him for his time. Wait. I hope she's not the cougar he described. So you and your husband had an understanding to see other people? It wasn't my choice. And you didn't, write Nico into your will or anything? Of course not. Alright, we just wanted to confirm our facts. She reaches out to touch Logan's sleeve. Do you hate me for it? No, of course not. You should be happy. Maybe someone should stay with her tonight to make sure she gets through the morning. Logan gives a small smile. I'm not tired. Hey, just trying to keep my boss happy. Wait, hold... No. Who sent the muscle? I think Penelope did, because to be honest with you, she has every reason to want that evidence destroyed, because she was there when he was recording on the laptop, and she even said that he needs to shut it off. Or Jennifer's involved in that somehow, and that guy is from the... Anyways, we're just gonna do the crypto folder because she can get through to it. You text Jennifer for help using code words from college. She slips over to Logan's office. Hey, check out this gear. Unannounced prototype. Beautiful, I've seen this. It was Matthew Park's laptop. There's an encrypted folder on it we need to check. Challenge accepted. Jennifer sits on the floor with the laptop on her legs. I like the design. It's so light, it rolls up like a baton. Yeah, OLED display. Flexible, low energy, ultra thin. Want. A couple of utility programs help her search the laptop. Encryption's not my specialty. You might need police help. Let's not involve the police until we know how it affects our client. As you wait for progress bars to complete, you ask, speaking to clients, how's Herschel? She sighs, not great. I told him not to text. He was never good at expressing himself anyway. What's going on? The night turned up a lot of emotions. Maybe I fell in love with him because I knew it'll bug his dad. Maybe it was the shim that made us fall in love. Jennifer's search of the dark web finally yields an exploit. There's a flaw in the encryption technique. She gives you a cracker utility. Thanks. Do you want to see the results or take off? Gotta go. Tell Herschel goodbye for me. I'm flying home. You're leaving the country? I was thinking about what you said. He didn't introduce me to his friends or family. He didn't choose me over his father when they had their fight. I'm not going to be someone's little secret anymore. I think... I'm going to get you back together. Why? You reply, because you deserve it. You had a tough life. Jennifer opens the door, eyes down, she says, it's too late, blame it on the shim. Give me 1 hour. I can't work, Herschel's rich, I came from nothing. You made him rich. Your code made the Park Corporation what it is today. But we can't tell him that. Let me try. She wants to say yes. Logan, take her to the cafe where we first met. I'll get Herschel. It's en route to the airport, Jennifer. I have some things to discuss with you anyway. What does that mean? You put it out of your head and hurry to Herschel's apartment. Go apologize and declare your love. It's easy. No. What? You said yourself as a killer on the loose. He's targeting my family. I can't leave my apartment. Herschel, it's now or never. The love of your life is slipping away. Time to grow up. Don't yell at me. I don't do well under pressure. Believe in love, Herschel. Put on your shoes. We're going. Oh, this is a cute... That cake looks delicious. Meanwhile, across town, Jennifer and Logan discuss you. I want some cake now. Her father was murdered, and ever since then, she wrote she'd become a detective. Logan sets down coffees and pastries on... Are they really talking about me? Wow. Did you say anything about me? And you care because? You try to hustle Herschel out of the park tower, unseen by cops or reporters. Where do you think you're going? No one's leaving this building. Oh yeah? Do you have a warrant? No? Then he's free to go. Is Herschel Park fleeing the scene of his father's murder? Can we have a statement? No comment. Penelope handles all statements. Jennifer appears to be alone. Logan has moved to sit discreetly by the door. You push Herschel inside. Okay, Herschel. There she is on the other side of the cafe. I'm a nervous wreck. Everyone's looking at me. Repeat the lines we rehearsed. Just repeat the lines I told you in the car. It's no good. I can't memorize anything. Jennifer takes off her hoodie and shows her lovely profile. I guess I'll just journal for a few minutes until my lift arrives for the airport. She does a small yoga stretch. Herschel gapes. So beautiful. Still, he hesitates to remind him. Remember the Jacqueline mission in Battle Ready? I saw you playing Battle Ready in your bedroom. Remember that mission where you fall in love with the French resistance operative, Jacqueline? Of course. Same deal. Talk to her, make her trust you, and fall in love. We ended up killing everyone in the cafe. I will give you a bonus for a no-kill playthrough. He laughs, more of a snort, and Jennifer turns to see him. She can't help but smile. Herschel crosses the cafe to meet her and trips over a table leg. He tried. Whoops. Ha. Hi, is this seat taken? My bags are on it, but I guess I can move them. Jennifer and Herschel sit close to each other on the couch. He wants to put his arm around her, but waffles. You, sitting against the window, whisper to your phone. Soft words Herschel. Herschel adjusts his earpiece. Apologize and declare your love. I'm sorry to hear you're going away. Corny. Yeah. I overstayed my visa. I have to go home. That's not what I said, Herschel. Apologize. I'll change. I can change. What happened tonight changed me forever. We were going to run away to New York. We were packed. You chose your family over me. No, you don't understand. As they argue, Logan whispers to you, is this right? Are you forcing them together? They are in love. Help me or get out of the way. Logan looks offended. Good! Oh great, now I have to apologize to Logan. Herschel, we need to explain away this silly misunderstanding. Tell her you're the only one I care about. That's codependent. I feel like if I chose the I love smart woman, she probably would have said then find another one or something like that, you know? Because that kind of just leaves it open-ended. But I felt that the first option really was specifically towards her. You know, it wasn't like a generic statement that anybody can just come up with, but like at least he directed it towards her in that first statement. That's codependent. She's one step ahead of us, but we'll find a way. Keep talking. Can I buy you something? Don't try to bribe me. No, I meant like a drink. Another man bought me a coffee. Logan. Good evening. Herschel whispers to himself, and you. This is ridiculous. Focus on the objective. Ignore the competition. You could buy this whole cafe if you wanted. Don't bludgeon me with your advantages. I don't want my family's money. I'll give it up. I don't want to make you give up your inheritance. You'll resent me for the rest of your life. We're stuck in a loop. Logan, inject a little chaos. Distract her. Logan, go. Just drop some stuff. Logan comically drops his cup, kicks it to keep it up in the air, bounces it off his chest, trying to catch it. Okay, this guy's just doing too much. It falls and hits a tray of plates, and after one agonizing moment, it all comes crashing down around him. The cafe owner yells at Logan in French. Logan yells back, and surprisingly profane gutter French. The owner bursts out laughing. This distracts Jennifer long enough to forget their apology denial loop. Why wouldn't you run away with me? You had a huge argument with your father and then you just gave up. I'm out of ideas, Herschel. What's up to you? Why don't you say what's in your heart? Herschel rips out his earpiece. I'm too comfortable here. I'm scared I'll be overwhelmed in New York. You'll get a job. I won't. You'll fall in love with some genius man with fancy suits, or some luxe lady who'll take you to premieres. I'm too lazy to compete with that. I hit you in the tower, and that was great. I was happy. I wanted to keep you there forever. I never really wanted to live in New York. I love the Bay Area. I want to keep doing my job. And I love you too, but we can't be trapped in that tower any longer. Will they find an affordable apartment together? That's a problem for another day. They kiss. And no one died. No kill +5. Are they serious? Logan, our work is done. The two of you glide away in an electric car. Sorry, I was a bit... Anyways. And I'm sorry I doubted your scheme. Now this encrypted folder. Right, back to the mystery. We were attacked by a masked assailant. Are you hurt? Just bruises. Nothing we can't handle. Where was this? At the Capri Motel on El Camino. So that was you. The clerk reported a break-in. We had a key and permission from someone. He doesn't need to be mentioned at this point. This guy kicked in the door. We fought and got away. Let's have the description. Caucasian, male, 20 to 30 years old. Height and weight. Yeah, that dude was huge. Huge, about 7 feet tall, 300 pounds, terrifying. No, he wasn't that big. He would have had to duck to get in the doorway. I'd say he was 6'2", 220 pounds. Got it. Any scars or tattoos? None that I saw. He wore a black ski mask and a dark sweater. Okay. And his jacket was green. Shiny with a hood. This jacket may be a lead. They usually don't throw away a good jacket. They? This is a group you know? I'm working on it. His assistants run the description through the database, but it's slow. Logan fills in paperwork. You look through mugshots and surveillance photos. None of them seem right. Stay in the tower. We can protect you here. We don't have time. We're on the clock. I'll schedule in time for Fear tomorrow.